Hello, everybody. Good evening. Again, this is your teacher JC at Teacher Buyo. So, since I will be joining the team for the ISKA, so para naman hindi ma-idle yung time natin or hindi naman masayang yung time natin that we don't have any topic being discussed. So, I will leave you this video for you to watch and, of course, study. So, because it will also, some of the topics here or some of the discussions here will come out on your final examinations for the third quarter. So this is also the first topic that we are going to discuss for the third quarter under FCS, or what we call Family and Consumer Services. So the first time, or the first quarter and second quarter, the first quarter we discuss ICT, you discuss it with Ma'am Archwell. The second quarter we discuss about um, agriculture, AFA, and fisheries. So for the third quarter, we will be discussing about family and consumer services. Okay, so let's start now. So, but before that, we'll have a short review. No, so last time we discussed, or for the second quarter, we talked about the last topic that we discussed is about breeds. No, so when we say breeds, it is an animals of the same type. Okay? Yan. Like for example, chicken. Yan. Uh, Livestock. Yan, yung mga baka. Okay. Yan. So those are, so may mga iba't ibang breeds ng baka, may ibang ibang breeds ng chicken. Yan. They are in the same type. They are all chicken, they are all type of baka, and or cow. So those are breeds. No? That was the last topic that we discussed last time. Right? Okay, so now I will show a video clip. So I want everybody to uh, listen, to observe kung ano yung pinapakita sa video clip natin. Okay, so I hope everybody is ready. Okay.
Minsa'y natuwa ang may likha samba. Coming into Manila, we'll be hitting the drums, yeah. So shake it up and dance it like no more drama. And check, we're gonna choose Philippines, throw it at that. The world keeps talking, but we ain't walking. We keep on dancing, that's how we rock it. 7,107 islands of beauty, pieces of heaven.
Piliin mo rin ang Pilipinas. 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 Kapulo ang kwintas ng pelas. Piliin mo, yakapin mo, kayamanan niyang likas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Kapulo ang kwintas ng pelas. Piliin mo, yakapin mo, kayamanan niyang likas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas.
Okay, so yan ang ating official tourism ad during the pandemic, no? Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Yan, okay? So, based on the video clip that we have just napanood, so marami tayong nakikitang mga magagandang places, mga tourist spots, mga magagandang tanawin na pwede nating puntahan dito sa Pilipinas. Yan. We should always have to tangkilikin natin yung sariling atin before yung iba. So, dapat alam natin yung mga uh, tourism accredited or yung talagang pinupuntahan ng mga maraming turista. Okay, so let's answer this question. Okay, let's go. So, what are the tourist spot you have seen from the video? Okay, so ano yung mga tourist spot na nakikita natin dun sa video? Okay, now we have yun, 100 Islands. Okay, yung 100 Islands, nakikita natin yan sa Pangasinan. No? Okay, we also have the windmill. Yung windmill, nakikita natin yan sa somewhere north sa Ilocos. Okay, so yun yung mga tourist spot nakikita natin. We also have Intramuros. So Intramuros is part of the Manila. Part of Manila na, that is a very old yung nagiging nagiging fortress ng mga Pinoy during the war. Okay, yung Intramuros. So we also have the Manila City Hall. Okay, Manila City Hall is also a tourist spot yan kasi yan very old na din yan. No? We also have yung sa Butanding, yung whale shark. Okay, so whale shark meron tayo yan sa Oslob. Okay, we also have yung hindi dapat nating makalimutan yung Hagdang-Hagdang Palayan or rice terraces sa Banawe, and a lot more. Boracay, of course, the white sand, the very famous Boracay, the white sand. Okay, so those are the tourist spot that we have seen doon sa video natin. Okay, now, why you think that tourism is one of the income generating sectors in the country? Bakit kaya? Why is it that yung turismo ay isa sa mga nakapagbibigay ng income sa ating bansa? Okay? So the very reason why tourism is an income generating sector in our country, because there are a lot of foreigners from the other country, of course, yung mga Korean, yung mga taga Germany, US, and a lot more. They come over to see, no, para makita nila yung mga magagandang tanawin dito sa Pilipinas, especially yung Boracay. Ano, meron tayo sa Surigao. So, yung perang dinadala nila, syempre of course, no, nagpo-foreign exchange. Yung pinapalitan nila yung dollars nila o yung ano man yung currency nila doon sa kanilang country, so pinapalitan nila dito sa Pilipinas. Yan. So, yung maraming pera lang pumapasok sa Pilipinas kasi dala yun ng ating mga tourist. Okay? Kaya nga yung turismo ay isa sa nakapagbibigay ng income sa ating bansa. No? You know, what are the industry sectors under the hospitality and tourism? Ano yung mga sector or ano yung mga industriya under sa hospitality and tourism? Okay? So, meron tayo na yan. So, una is hotel. Yan, Sofitel Hotel. Isa yan sa pinakamasikat, pinakamagandang hotel sa Manila. Nakapunta na ako dyan, pero hindi ako talaga nakapasok sa mga rooms, but sa lobby, talagang maganda yan dyan. Okay. Now, we also have cruise. O, yun, yung mga sa isang napakalaking barko, nandun yung mga restaurant, nandun yung mga uh, iba't ibang mga recreational pwede mong gawin, recreational activities na pwede mong gawin doon sa loob ng barko. Okay? And it will travel for a couple of weeks siguro or days. So, nagta-travel sila and you just only have to doon ka lang sa loob. And then, uh, pagkain, nandoon na. Anong gusto mong mag-relax, gusto mong uh, kausap sa mga iba't ibang lahi, pwede. Cruise. Next, we have, yan, chef. So, ang chef ay isa din sa mga sector no, sa hospitality and tourism industry kasi sila yung nagluluto ng mga masasarap na pagkain. Sometimes yung mga turismo o mga turista, no, they ano talaga sinasadya talaga nilang puntahan yung mga specific na hotel kasi masasarap yung niluluto ng mga chef. So, yan, ang pagiging chef is also uh, halimbawa na sa ilalim ng hospitality and of course, tourism industry. Okay, we have resorts. Yan, ang Pilipinas. Ang Pilipinas sa may mga pinakamagandang resorts, especially yung Boracay. Okay, we also have sa Pampanga, marami din tayong mga resort doon. Sa Samal sa Davao, meron din tayo. So Surigao, meron din magagandang mga resort natin. So yung mga resort na yun is they are ano, tag as mga white sand, magaganda talaga. Okay, next. We have, yan, restaurants. Okay, restaurants. So, mayroon din tayong mga iba't ibang restaurant dito sa Pilipinas na masasarap talaga. Okay, so ang restaurant din ay isa din sa napapaloob sa sektor ng hospitality and tourism and also bars. So, yung mga bars natin. So, ako dati when I was working in a private corporate or yan. So, mahilig kami magba-bar hopping. So, marami kami nakakasalamuhan ng mga iba't ibang lahi kagaya ng mga Koreans, Americans. Yan. Okay. So, sometimes we just only drink yung mga margarita. So, bar or bars is also included doon sa hospitality and tourism industry. Okay? Now, now let's go to our topic. So our topic for today is about the fundamentals of hospitality and tourism industry, sa technology and livelihood education. Here are our learning objectives. We have at the end of the lesson, the learners are expected to first differentiate hospitality and tourism. Malalaman natin kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng hospitality at ng tourism. Next, we have distinguish the types and forms of tourism and the kinds of tourists. No? Yung ano ba yung mga iba't ibang uri ng mga turista na pumapasok ito sa ating bansa. And also, explain the scope of hospitality industry. You were able to explain the scope. Pwede mapapaliwanag ninyo kung ano yung mga scope ng hospitality and tourism industry. Okay? So, yan yung mga learning objectives natin. Now, okay? Ano yung nakikita niyo sa picture? So, yes, very good. Yan ay tinatawag na rice terraces. Yan, nasa Benguet. Okay, next. Yan, that is what we call Bulkang Mayon. The only vulkan na perfect cone. Yan. Saan yan nakikita? Yes, tama. Nakikita yan sa Albay. Yan. Good. Okay. Okay, let's just a short reminder or just a reminder for everybody. So, the most beautiful in this world is, of course, the word itself. What does it mean? Ano bang ibig sabihin niyan? Okay? So, yung pinakamagaganda daw sa buong mundo, yung mga pinakamagagandang mga lugar, pinakamagandang mga restaurant, everything na mga ganda, ay nakikita daw, of course, sa world mismo, sa mundo mismo. Kasi lahat ng magaganda is napapaloob sa isang mundo. So, ang mundo alone, the mundo itself is the most beautiful thing. Okay? And we all know that the world is created by no other than the Almighty Father, the Almighty God. Sa ating mga kapatid na Muslim, si Almighty Allah. Okay? No? So, yan daw, sabi nila, the most beautiful in this world, ang pinakamaganda dito sa buong mundo ay ang mundo mismo. Tama naman. Yan. Naniniwala ba kayo? Okay, very good. Now, yan ay sabi ni Wallace Stevens. Okay? So, now let's go to our discussion. So, what is hospitality and tourism? Okay, sabi dyan, again, basahin natin. The hospitality and tourism is a vast sector that includes all the economic activities that directly or indirectly contribute to or depend upon travel and tourism. Okay? This is a vast sector. Napakalaking sector dito sa ating ekonomiya. Kasali na dyan yung mga activities. It could be directly or indirectly. No, nakapagbibigay sa atin ng income, especially yung mga travel, yung mga nagta-travel ng mga Americans, iba't ibang lahi, yung mga Europeans, pupunta dito sa atin, nagdadala ng pera, pupunta sa ating mga magagandang tourism or tourist, no, mga turista, natin mga gwapo, magaganda pa naman sila. Bumibisita dito sa atin para makita yung mga magagandang tourist spot natin. So, yan ang hospitality and tourism sector. Okay? Now, tourism is the act. Okay, again, tourism is the act and process of spending time away from home for recreation, relaxation, and pleasure while using the commercial provisions of services. So, yan yung tourism. So, kayo, if you go to other places, even sa iba't ibang lugar dito sa Pilipinas, kapag pumunta kayo ng Boracay, like for example, nung pumunta kami sa Tagaytay, pumunta kami sa Baguio City, kapunta ako sa Cebu, sa Bohol, no? Yung kapag sinabi, saan kayo galing, sir? Sabi ko sa Mindanao. So, yun, ang tingin na sa akin is turista, no? Or isa akong turista doon sa kanila kasi hindi naman talaga ako taga doon, but I visit their yung magagandang spot doon. So, they consider me as turista. Yan. So, again, kung pumupunta kayo sa ibang bansa to spend, sometimes during Christmas, sabi nga, yung mga may pera, pupunta na, this coming Christmas, we will go to, we will spend the Christmas with my family in Manila, or we will spend Christmas with my family in outside the country, like Thailand. So, yan. That process alone is what we call tourism. Okay? Because you can have your relaxation and pleasure, no, while using the commercial provision of services. Habang siniservan kayo ng mga waiter, yan. You are like king and queen. Okay, that is what tourism, what we call tourism. Next. Okay, so again, let's continue. So let's go to hospitality. Okay, so what does hospitality means? Okay, hospitality is the activity or business of providing services to guests in hotels, restaurants, bars, and other areas where people go to eat or relax. So, meaning to say, so hospitality means on how you provide service, on how you provide services to your customers. If you are courteous, if you greet them, if you smile, and also provide them best services, like for example providing them all the things that you need, especially if you are in a hotel, so tumatawag sila to give to ask for towels, beddings, and others. So if you provide them, or if you provide all those materials that that you wanted, so and they are satisfied, so meaning to say that that hotel or resort are very hospitable, no? So again, hospitality is the activity, no? Kung ano yung mga ginagawa natin na mayroong paggalang, mayroong mga pagrespeto sa ating mga customers, because we all believe that customer is the lifeblood of the business. Okay, next. Accommodation. So what is accommodation? So accommodation is the act of providing what is needed or desired for convenience to guests. Okay, for example, no, if they are calling uh, the resort or the hotel to ask for available rooms, so kung meron man, so nagpapabook sila, okay, now, sometimes tumatawag sila, or before they call the resort owner or managers, gumagawa na yan sila ng mga background check. O ano ba to? Anong klaseng restaurant ba to? Anong klaseng resort ba to? Marami bang hindi nakagusto nito? Marami bang mga positive feedback galing sa kanilang mga customers? So, tinitingnan niya ng mga customers natin. At tinitingnan ng mga taong naghahanap ng mga magagandang accommodation. So again, accommodation is the act of providing what is needed or desired for convenience to guests. So we accommodate them because we believe that we could able to provide what they need, and they will feel convenient and relaxed during their stay to our resort or to our hotel. Okay, that is what we call accommodation, no? Next, we go to travel. Okay, travel, of course, we all know what is travel, right? So travel, meaning to say, is to move or transfer from one place to another for an important purpose. Okay, like for example, we were about to travel to Iskaa, no? There is an important purpose why we travel. Of course, we will be assisting all our players and our athletes for their um, sports, no? Kasi kabilang sila sa magko-compete sa kanilang competition. So again, travel is moving or transferring from one place to another. So also, like for example, I dream to travel, or I plan to travel to Thailand um, this coming vacation, no? So pag-iipunan natin yan. So again, so from Philippines to Thailand, no, you transfer from one place from Philippines to Thailand. So that is an example of travel. Okay, I hope that that you all understand what I am saying. Okay. Now I will give you an example or a video clip on how to be, or on what should be your attitude or your gestures if you are working in a tourism and hospitality industry, especially in the hotels and resorts, wherein you everyday experience or you face customers. Somebody will ask you something, no? So na-experience ko din yan because I work in a restaurant before. So alam ko yan. Minsan nga, mga customer natin nagalit din kasi gutom na sila masyado nga. Ngayon, matagal yung pagkakaluto ng kanilang mga meals. So sometimes, nagwawala yan doon sa loob ng restaurant. No? But still, even ganun yung maging attitude ng ating mga customer, we have to remain calm. So ito yung mga example. Ipapakita ko sa inyo yung mga halimbawa ng dapat mga gesture natin if we are in a hotel. no? And hotel, and we are facing our customers. Okay?
Come check this. Come check this.
Okay, yon yung mga halimbawa. So, those are examples of our attitudes, o yun yung mga values natin na dapat pinapakita, or we will be showing to our customer if you are working in a hospitality and tourism industry. So, una doon, ano yung nakikita nyo? You have to be very respectful. So, do not slouch. Parang, ay, good morning. Yan. Do not do that. And also, um, always wear your smile. Even if you are not feeling well, if, even if you are feeling uh, uncomfortable on that day because nagkaroon ka ng sakit ng tiyan, but if you meet a customer, hi ma'am, good morning, good afternoon, okay, you should always, you should be accommodating. So what are the examples of the uh, gestures or values that we must show when we are dealing with customers, especially if you are in the hotel or in the resort, kung doon tayo nagtatrabaho? So, pinakauna, being respectful. You have to greet, no? Greet, hi ma'am, good morning, good afternoon. Yun. And with all the smile. And next, we should also be accommodating. Yung palagi, ma'am, dito yung daan. Ma'am, dito po yung room ninyo. Ma'am, ano po ba kailangan ninyo? Yan. Those, yun, yung pagiging accommodating natin. Courteous, yung, hi, good morning. Meron pa tayong mga pa yuko-yuko when we are greeting our customers. No? Okay, those are examples of the gesture, good gestures and values that we must show if we are dealing with customers, and especially in the hospitality and tourism industry. Okay, now, so I hope that you already understand what is the difference of hospitality, the tourism, the travel, accommodations, what are those things that, or what are those good gestures that you have to show, especially if you are working in hospitality and tourism industry. Okay, now next slide. So I have a question. So is tourism important to our economy? Yes, no? Because tourism, I think for the year 2024, um, the tourists na pumasok to sa Pilipinas is almost a million. Mas maliit na nga lang yun compared to other countries like Korea, like Malaysia and Thailand, kasi sa kanila more than a million. Sa atin is almost lang. I don't know. Siguro mga 1 million lang pa din. So, but tourism is very important to our economy because they are also a driver. Sila yung isa sa napag-contribute ng maraming taxes or yung maraming pera na napupunta sa ating pamahalaan. Kaya importante sila sa ating ekonomiya. Also, if there are tourists na pumasok to sa Pilipinas, of course, yung mga kapatid natin nagkakaroon ng trabaho. So, kapag nagkakaroon ng trabaho, ibig sabihin, nagkakaroon ka ng sweldo. Kapag nagkakaroon ka ng sweldo, you have the ability to buy and to buy the things that you like or that you need also. Okay? So that is why, so ngayon yung nabilhan natin, especially if nabilhan tayo ng sabon, shampoo, mga noodles, sila naman is, yung mga company naman is, continue sila nagpo-produce ng ganoong mga uh, products because tinatangkilik, merong pera yung mga tao. So kaya importante sa atin ang tourism, no? Kasi sila nakapagdagdag ng uh, pera para sa ating bayan. Next, are restaurants, clubs, resorts, etc. are economic drivers? Yes, they're also an economic drivers kasi, they are part of the hospitality and tourism industry. So lahat maraming, especially during summer, nagkakaroon ng maraming dagsa ng tao, especially sa mga beaches and also sa mga magagandang mga tourist spots, especially sa mga dagat during summer kasi mainit. Baguio, maraming tao dyan during summer. No? A restaurant of some people, especially ngayong Christmas. Christmas is fast approaching, so definitely people will have plenty of money because they will be receiving their bonuses. Okay, and they, no, kapag naka-receive sila ng bonus, sometimes they would ask their family to eat outside. Yun. So, yung mga restaurant doon, yung mga nagtatrabaho sa restaurant, nagkakaroon sila ng trabaho because maraming people na nagda-dine in sa kanila or even nagte-take out. No? So, now, as a student, how will you promote the beautiful place or places of our tourist spot in your community? No? Now, dito sa atin ngayon, sa ating lugar ngayon, we have the Mountain View Resort. How would you promote that? Okay? So, of course, pinakauna dyan, you have to like and share yung social media sites or yung mga social media accounts ng mga Mountain View Resorts in-share natin. That is example of promoting the beautiful place or yung mga tourist spots sa atin dito. Also, yung Manisan Kapalimbang, yung ating munisipyo. Okay? We also have to share and like yung mga video na nagpapakita kung gaano kaganda yung lugar natin. So, yan yung mga I think pinakamagandang gawain o magagawa ninyo bilang pagmamahal ninyo o bilang pagmamahal at pagpapakita ng suporta sa ating magagandang lugar dito sa ating lugar, sa ating community. Okay? Yan. Okay. That ends my topic discussion. So, you will have your assignment, and this assignment will be passed on Monday. Balik ako na Monday. So, ano yung sa okay? Provide the needed information in each item. This will serve as your guide for the next activity. So, ilagay ito sa 1/2 sheet of paper. Again, 1/2 sheet of paper. Okay? All you have to do, sulat yung pangalan ninyo, places where you like to go, dalawang places, tatlong people yung you like to be with in your travel, yung tatlong tao na gusto nyo dalhin sa inyong pag-travel, and of course, your target travel date kung kailan kayo magta-travel, and realistic plans to achieve your travel goals. Okay, ito yung format dyan. Kapihin nyo lang. Okay, my travel goal, okay, I am, okay, example ako, my name, and I love to visit, ano yung gusto mong i-visit. So, during my trip, i-copy nyo lang yan ha, yung mga blank dyan, you have to fill it out. Base doon sa sinabi ko kanina, base doon sa mga nilagay nyo yung mga information kanina na sinusulat nyo. O yung sinulat nyo. So, during my trip, I hope to be with, o sino yung kasama. Yan, to be with, okay, if you like to go with your mother, your father, your sister, o ilagay dyan kung anong mga pangalan nila. And I plan to travel on. Saan nyo ba plano mag-travel? Okay? So, to make my dream a reality, I will. Para daw matupad yung inyong dream sa pag-travel, ano yung gagawin niyo? Of course, una is, of course, dapat natin gawin is mag-ipon. Huh? Okay. So, the travel goal shall assignment sa 1/2 sheet of paper, isulat yan, and that will be passed on next Monday. Okay? And I will, after nyo mabasa ito, or panood itong video na to, okay, on Friday, I will give you a short quiz. Saan ko ba isi-send yung quiz? Doon sa, of course, magbibigay ako ng link na i-open ninyo para answeran ninyo doon sa link na yon. Okay? So, again, this is your teacher JC for your TLE, and I hope na mabasa ninyo at mapanood niyo ang video nito. Just only 34 minutes para mapanood niyo ito. Okay? Goodbye and see you on Monday. And of course, basahin niyo ito para yung quiz niyo masagutan. Okay, maraming salamat and thank you for watching. Bye-bye!